Hey Formula One fans, you won't believe what's going on behind the scenes in F1 right now. One of the sport's biggest champions is putting his future on the line due to a surprising controversy. Are we about to lose one of the greatest drivers on the grid? And that's not all. There's something strange happening in the paddock. A bizarre strategy pulled off by a sister team ended up snatching a crucial point at the very end of the race. F1 news is heating up, so don't waste time. Subscribe to the channel now to stay up to date on all the latest Formula One news. Just hit the subscribe button below the video. It's fast, free, and no sign-up is needed. This is F1 Fastline News, your go-to for daily Formula One updates. Let's dive right in. Max Verstappen has sent a clear message to the FIA. Recently, he was penalized for using strong language in a press conference, and it's affecting him in ways no one really expected. The penalty, which was essentially community service, has visibly frustrated Verstappen to the point where he's questioning whether it's worth staying in F1 with that kind of control. It sounds extreme, but coming from Max, it makes sense. He's at the top, he's won championships, victories, and now what he wants is more freedom to just be himself. As he said, "These things decide my future." You can't just ignore that statement. The guy is tired of the nonsense he has to deal with off the track. And when you think about it, he has a point. The pressure is already massive inside the car. Every little detail matters. Is punishing someone for strong language really necessary? Max also made it clear that F1 will go on, with or without him. And that, folks, is something to take seriously. F1 can survive without Verstappen, but losing one of the biggest talents today over something so trivial, would that really be the best decision for the sport? Here's a question for you. Is the FIA overreacting with these punishments, or is Max being too sensitive? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. Now let's shift gears and talk about the fastest lap drama in Singapore. Daniel Ricciardo, running at the back of the grid, managed to steal the extra point that should have gone to Lando Norris. And here's the kicker. He did it by making a strategic pit stop for fresh tires and setting the fastest lap. Was it just a coincidence, or is there more to this? McLaren's boss, Andrea Stella, raised the question, is the relationship between Red Bull and its sister team RB, formerly AlphaTauri, going too far? It's a legit question because McLaren was dominating the race, with Norris clearly fighting to close the points gap to Verstappen in the championship. Then, out of nowhere, Ricciardo shows up and sets the fastest lap, taking that crucial point. I see it as something peculiar, just like Stella said. The real question is, why would a team at the back of the grid with no chance of scoring points take such a big risk just to grab the fastest lap? Sure, it's a nice achievement for Daniel, but in the long run, that single point could make all the difference in the championship. Stella was very diplomatic, but he touched on an important point: sportsmanship. In Formula One, team competition needs to be clean and fair. And when we see moves like this, it's only natural to question how far a sister team can go to influence another team's result. Red Bull's boss, Christian Horner, played it cool, saying it was RB's decision, but didn't give much explanation. Meanwhile, Sergio Perez revealed that Red Bull had considered doing the same with him, but ultimately decided not to take the risk. Is the relationship between these teams crossing the line? Should the FIA step in to review this? And of course, let's not forget the huge challenge Norris has ahead. He's 52 points behind Max, and with only 6 races left, every point is crucial. That fastest lap he lost in Singapore might seem small now, but by the end of the season, it could be the point that decides the championship. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm eager to hear what you think. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Here, we talk F1 with no filters, strong opinions, and all the info you need. Subscribe, hit the bell, and become part of this passionate F1 community. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and share it with your fellow Formula One fans. Let's grow this F1 fan base together. See you next time, speeding towards victory.